This is question number 11 of homework 7 for chapter 6. This is actually a very interesting question because it tests our knowledge about the relationship between the various types of costs. So here the F is the fixed cost, and the VC, that's the variable cost, and C is the total cost, and MC is the marginal cost. AFC is the average fixed cost, and AVC is the average variable cost, and AC is the average cost. Complete the following cost table. So the first row, that's already complete, and starting from the second row there is a blank somewhere, and the second row, the blank is the fixed cost F. And since fixed cost doesn't change, so this part is very easy to complete. So 200. And the third row, the blank is the average cost. So the relationship is that the average cost equals average fixed cost plus average variable cost. So let me write down the relationship here. Average cost equals average fixed cost plus average variable cost, right? Because why is that? It's simply because total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus variable cost, and if you divide both sides by Q, this equation still holds, plus VC divided by Q. But now this part is simply AC, and this part F divided by Q, that's simply AFC, and VC divided by Q, that's simply this AVC. Alright, so that's how we can derive that. So back to the table. Here AFC and AVC are both known, so we just need to sum up these two numbers. So 66.67 plus 48, that's gonna be 114.67. If I'm not wrong, I guess I'm right. And the fourth row, the blank is the total cost. And so back to this relationship, total cost equals fixed cost plus variable cost. And here the fixed cost and the variable cost are both known, so we just need to sum them up. So 360. And the fifth row, the blank is average variable cost. So if we know the average fixed cost, average cost from this equation here, we can also get the average fixed cost. This tells us average fixed cost equals average cost minus average variable cost. So average cost, that's 74.40, 78.40, and the average fixed cost, that's 40. So the average variable cost, that must be 38.40. Basically, that's the difference between average cost and average fixed cost. And the sixth row, the blank is variable cost. So again, variable cost should, because the total cost equals fixed cost plus variable cost, so variable cost must be equal to total cost minus F, minus fixed cost. So it's simply the variable cost is simply the difference between 440 and 200. That's 240. And the seventh row, the blank is marginal cost. So remember the definition of the marginal cost is that if you increase the output by 1 unit, the increase in the total cost. So if you increase from 6 to 7, that's increasing by 1 unit. let's look at how much does the total cost increase. It increases from 440 to 504. So the marginal cost is simply the difference between 504 and 440, and that's the 64. And the eighth row, the blank is average fixed cost. So again, because average fixed cost plus average variable cost equals average cost, so average fixed cost equals average cost minus 48. So that's the difference, gives us 25. And you can also get this average fixed cost by dividing the fixed cost by the number of units. So that's 200 divided by 8. That also gives 25. So from both methods, you get the same number, and that increases the confidence about your answer. And the ninth row, that's complete. And finally, the 10th row, the blank is total cost. So the total cost is again the sum of the fixed cost and the variable cost. So that's 792. And also we have a second blank, which is average cost. But again, average cost equals average fixed cost plus average variable cost. So that's gonna give us 79.20. So check our answer. We're done.